Hi, Sean Steve here from KMMA and Meditations on Mastery, and it is Motivation Monday. Today I wanted to talk to you about some thoughts I was having on the way back from an awesome training weekend with my son, Diego. And it was a great weekend. We got to spend some time together. He was there doing some hyper martial arts training, and I got to do some training with my friend Tujon Apollo Ladra, some great Kali to bring back. In fact, Harley and I are going to be off in Vegas getting some more this weekend, all to bring back more and more great stuff to KMMA. But specifically, it was on the drive back that something happened that led to some meditation that I wanted to share with you. And what it was that it was pouring pretty hard on our way back from Fort Lauderdale. And Diego and I have been spending some time this summer. Diego's my middle son, for those of you that don't know, and he and I have been spending some time this summer working on his driving skills. And I've spent considerable time teaching him about defensive driving, about the idea that you don't know how everybody else is going to act, and you have to be prepared to deal with that. And on this particular trip back, lots of people had clearly not adjusted their driving for the for the conditions of the road. We passed a couple accidents, and we actually passed several cars at one point just spun off the road, just having flown off of the road. And I was explaining to Diego that that I knew that was going to happen, that I had been watching it, and I could tell that some cars were going to lose control because they were just speeding by me. They were not slowing down because of the rain. And it led me to the obvious analogy that sometimes in life we need to slow down for the conditions around us. I mean, there are certainly times to move fast, to be decisive, and to move quickly. But there are other times that we need to move slower. And that the obvious piece is that we have to slow down sometimes to go faster. It's a concept we teach in the martial arts here at the school when we're training in our martial arts. When a student has learned a brand new technique, we tell them at the beginning, slow is smooth and smooth is fast, so you have to slow down to go faster. Yet sometimes we forget it in the rest of our life. And then today I spent not the first, but early 90 minutes this morning I spent doing full focus planning, where I was actually locked in, and I was doing my weekly review and my quarterly review, and then planning my big three for this week and for the new quarter and such. And I had the revelation. I was thinking about that planning is an example of a specific place where we have to slow down to go faster. Sometimes we can spend so much time just doing and doing and doing that we don't make sure that we're actually doing things that are moving us where we want to go. And then, of course, on the other hand, when we are in the execution phase after good planning, sometimes it is a good thing to go fast. The secret is just knowing when it's time to slow down and when it's time to go faster. And there's several examples of that, of course, because besides the planning, there's times that your body needs to recover, or that you need to slow down to spend more time with a friend or family member or a loved one that's desperately in need of some attention. And then, like I said, sometimes it's time to go fast. But sometimes we have to slow down to go faster. Question for the day, thing I'd like you to ponder is, what are the areas of your life that you could actually accomplish more by slowing down this week?